is not a speed build. This is an extraordinary challenge that I've given myself, and I'd like to bring you all along for the ride. If you'll stay tuned and give me a chance to explain, we will go on a little journey together.
Talk to me, baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on fading.
As you can see here, I have an empty game file. I went through every single world and deleted every single building, every single lot. No offense to the amazing creators who have created lots over the years for these expansion packs and everything. They're beautiful, but here's what happened. I was doing a 30-day challenge with my sim, Ella Rose. I was going to take her across, as I keep saying, wide swaths of gameplay and discover things that maybe I didn't know, types of gameplay that I don't usually play. As I tend to be a lazy player, I tend to hunker down on either making money or having families, and that's about it. So I wanted to challenge myself to see what all I could get into in 30 days. The problem was Ella's story overtook that video series, and well, she died. And while that did absolutely take me into areas of gameplay that I have never played with before, the story became so interesting to me that I didn't want to just move on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So I have a dilemma. I want to do both things. I want to see where Ella's story takes us, but I also still want to play all of these areas of gameplay that I don't usually play. I can't tell you how much fun I'm having with Life and Death, and I never knew that because I never played with it. So we're going to leave Ella as is, and we're going to continue to follow her story. I'm taking probably about a week break on her stuff, and then I'll be back to new videos with Ella, who is dead and is trying to get the ambrosia to come back to life. If you are new to the channel or you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll leave a playlist link below with all of Ella's adventures thus far. Now, what I'm building here has to do with my other idea. Instead of taking one sim through 30 days of gameplay, I'm going to take multiple sims. We're going to start in the next video with my sim Cassidy, and this lot that I'm building right here is going to be her lot. The reason I say this is not a speed build is because I don't finish it. I get the outside pretty much done and I get a few things put in on the inside, but this lot is ultimately going to be a restaurant, gift shop, and either a gym or a spa, and a couple of apartments. Yes, I am just that ambitious. I have a hypothesis for how I can accomplish that all on one lot with one sim. So tune in for the next video and you will see the beginning of that gameplay. Now I am going to try with this new series not to go longer than 3 videos with any sim, any story. We're going to keep it tight. We're going to keep focused on gameplay, on challenges, on can I make this much money, or can I have these many children? This many children, or can I complete this aspiration? Where there will of course be some story because I'm a writer and I can't help myself. We are going to be focused on gameplay in these type of videos. In Ella's video, we're going to be focused on story and magic and see how far the story goes, and we may turn her into a legacy sim and see how I've never done a legacy past 3 generations before. So, that's a challenge. We'll see where we go with Ella. I just want to keep her story kind of pure and separate and to itself so that we can really enjoy that. I can really enjoy that. This secondary playlist or series of videos, whatever you want to call it, will fill my need to try all the different things in Sims. Like I said, my experience so far has been really positive. I love playing with businesses and hobbies, which we're going to obviously be using in this next video. I love playing with the Life or Death expansion. Being a ghost, who knew? That's totally fun. And we'll just see what kind of trouble we can get into, what kind of mischievousness we can get into. I will give you one heads up, one bit of a warning here. Ella's storyline I've kept pretty innocent, pretty G-rated, pretty family-friendly. These videos, I can't promise the same thing because I was practicing this out a little bit yesterday, and the sim that I had, I recently downloaded the pregnancy and relationship overhaul mod. Ooh, that's that's spicy. It's not like Wicked Whims level of spicy, but it's got a lot of options in there, and my sim, she kept getting distracted having woohoo with all these other sims, and there were diseases, there were unplanned pregnancies. So all I'm saying is I can't guarantee you that this series of games will stay family-friendly, G-rated. I don't think it'll ever get past PG-13. That's just kind of who I am. But I just did want to give you a heads up in case you had a preference, or, you specifically didn't want to see Sims having woohoo with lots of other Sims, because it's bound to happen, trust me. All that being said, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking on the thumbnail, whether you're returning or you're new here. I always say that if by the end of the video, anything I've done has earned a like and or a subscribe, I appreciate you so, so much. That blesses my heart. Truly, truly it does. I figure every aspect of gameplay that we play in will need a different lot. Will need its own lot that's themed towards that aspect of gameplay, like this lot here. I'm theming this towards business and hobbies, so I know that going in, and that's what I'm building for. I feel like each building is going to, or each lot as we go through this, is going to support the gameplay. I don't want to say story. I'm hesitant to say story, but will create the environment for the challenge that I'm going to take on in the video. So I thought I would turn those into speed builds, sort of speed builds like this. Oh, fireworks at Disney World just started. Anyway, I live across the street. It gets very loud here. Anyway, if you heard weird banging in the background, that's just the magic of Disney. So my point was, I have created this empty game file, and I figured every single video, say 3 or 4 videos, 1 speed build-ish, and 3 gameplay videos, will need its own lot. You know what I mean? Like, each scenario is going to need its own lot. And as we go through all of these gameplays, we can fill up the different towns. Like when we get around to horses, obviously we're going to want to build something in the horse ranch. And if we're going skiing, we might want to build something up in Mount Komaribi. Rebi? I don't know. Tell me in the comments which it is, because I honestly don't know. Does what I'm saying make sense at all? I really hope it is. What I thought that we would do here is we're started in Newcrest. We're on this 40 by 30 lot. It's the Optimist's Outlook, which for me, that seemed appropriate. And I'm building this, optimistic lot that I'm going to attempt to run. And hopefully, it's not a fail out first out of the gate. But I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And I hope that you all will think this is going to be a lot of fun. I hope that you'll subscribe and turn on notifications and stick around for the ride. My idea going forward, because I've been putting videos up every day, that was kind of part of my own challenge. But now that I realize I am capable of doing that, I don't want to do that. So you can look for new videos from me starting next week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I think Mondays and Wednesdays will be this series, and then Saturday will be Ella. And I will put up a new video every Saturday for Ella. They may end up being a little bit longer than they've been, just because I'm going to really give myself permission to delve into the story aspect of that. So those are my plans, God willing and the creek don't rise. One of my favorite things to do in The Sims, though, is build. And that's probably why I got lazy playing, because building is so satisfying to me. I love building things. I love watching YouTube videos of tiny houses or even mansions and things, and then seeing if I can recreate them in The Sims. That might be a series down the road, too, that we could do. That would be fun. I got to get better at filming building. So you guys will have to please be patient with me. This is all so new and I am still learning. So I really appreciate your patience as I learn. I really think this lot can be so much fun. And what I'm planning to do with it is I'm not building this with custom content. So I am planning to put it up on the gallery when I'm done with it here, because I feel like this would make a great community lot, either for dine out or for retail or just the spa or gym that's upstairs. I feel like there's a lot of gameplay that'll be on this lot, so I am going to put it up on the gallery. There's no custom content, but I am using a lot of kits, so take that under advisement, if you will. One of my favorite things to build are actually restaurants and bars. Probably my 2 favorite things to build. I've built so many of those, mostly without custom content, some with, but hanging out at Disney as much as I do, it gives me a lot of inspiration to build. I'll be out at the parks or I'll be at Disney Springs for a night out with my friends, and I'll see something. I'm like, oh, I have to go home and build that. I am just that much of a dork. So I really have built a lot of Disney kind of inspired builds. I built the AMC theater, the dine-in theater one time. That one turned out pretty good, actually. Although it's kind of old now. It probably needs to be remodeled or something, but I built that. I've built Cook's Diner from Disney Springs. I've built this one lot called Waterview Park, which is sort of an all-in-one lot. I put the Ferris wheel on it. It's got dancing and DJs and a bar and karaoke. So just a lot of fun stuff. I like to have things for my Sims to do. And then I'll go and play the Sims and they never leave the house. Do you guys do that? Because I'm always building lots so that they've got stuff to do. And then I never have them leave the lot. I really wanted this podium to go on an angle right here. And I couldn't get it to work with the countertops, but I love that. I love the little wine cellar there when you come in. This is a bit of a fancy restaurant. It's a little fancy, but I think there's a place for that, even if your Sims never leave the house. Now, this is the first build video that I've attempted to record. So again, I'm going to appreciate your patience with me because I'm seriously uncertain here what to say. This part of the video here, I'm trying to create a planter in the waiting area for this restaurant, and I had to move some stuff around and pull the kitchen back. So I ended up putting in a second bathroom, which I guess the lot's going to be pretty big. It probably won't hurt it, but I always feel like it's a waste of space to put 2 bathrooms in because Sims don't really need them. I mean, they do, but they don't usually need multiple bathrooms. But anyway, I went ahead and decorated up the second one. The first one I put the changing table in so that if you're there with your family, you can change your baby. And then this one I'm just kind of doing up a little nicer. I don't know. I grew up in Los Angeles, so I don't know if this is normal or not. Probably not. Nothing in Los Angeles is normal. But when you'd go into the bathrooms and clubs there and stuff, they'd have the cologne out and the lotions, and they'd have there was usually a woman in there that, you would tip, but they would put lotion out for you, and I don't know. It was always a little weird, I thought, but that was only in the nicer clubs. If you went into the bad clubs, you were lucky to come out and not have seen people doing drugs and other things in the bathrooms in those types of clubs. So that's all I've done with the restaurant aspect of it. Mostly I just wanted to feel it out for space, but I think that this is going to have enough space now to do what I want to do. And I'm going to do the same thing over here in the little gift shop, because the point is what I want to happen when Cassidy moves in. She's going to have taken out a big loan on the building, and I want her to move in, and she's going to rent out the other apartment. I'm going to try to do a roommate situation for that because I know you can't have rentals and businesses on the same lot. So I'm going to try to do a roommate situation to seem like she's rented out the other apartment to give her some income. And then she's going to do whatever it takes to make the money that she needs to not necessarily renovate this building, but just fill it up with the things that she needs in it to have it be a gym and a restaurant and a gift shop. The thing I am most interested to find out, though, in gameplay is, can you run a restaurant with businesses and hobbies that is more satisfying and fulfilling than the restaurant with dine out? Aha! Because I love the idea of playing with dine out. I love restaurants. I like building them in The Sims. I love going to them in real life. I like nice dining. But playing with dine out in The Sims, I mean, y'all know the game pack doesn't really work. And the way they did it doesn't really make sense to me, because if you're running a restaurant, I want to run the freaking restaurant. And I know Carl has a mod for it. I've never tried it. If you guys have tried it, let me know if it's really good, because I'll try that. I'll go get that. That can be part of our series, because I love restaurant gameplay. However, I don't find it very satisfying with dine out because you can't do anything. I want to cook the food. I want to jump in and take the orders. I want to grow the food, really combine it with cottage living and grow the vegetables and fruits and eggs and milk and have that be part of the restaurant. And as far as I know, Carl's mod will do all of that. So God bless him. But dine out, just how it stands in the game. Can I run a restaurant? Because I was running a cafe yesterday in my own personal gameplay. Well, actually, you know what? It wasn't personal gameplay. I was recording all of that. You'll have to let me know. Okay, let me know if you've gotten this far in the video and you want to see yesterday's gameplay where my sim was a woohoo freak and was built up her own little business to run a cafe. Because I would include all of that in that video. If you want to see that, let me know and I'll make a video of it. I recorded it because I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but then it's I played for hours. So trying to get a 20-minute video out of that much footage, I was a little daunted by it. So I've got that I've got a pin in that at the moment. But if y'all want to see it, if anybody says in the comments they want to see it, I will make a video out of that. Meanwhile, it got me thinking about dine out, because cafe, that's another thing that I build quite a bit of. And I was running a pretty satisfying cafe actually in businesses and hobbies. So I really wanted to try this out to see if the same effect would happen with dine out. I did get a little carried away when I was building, obviously, with the rooftop pool. That's my California girl speaking up, because California, everybody had pools except for me. My family, we never had a pool, but like all my friends had pools. Some of my relatives had pools. So pools are a big deal to me. I love pools. I'm getting ready to move in the next couple of months, and I'm moving into an apartment, and I've chosen the apartment complex I want because they have a heated saltwater pool. And I am so excited about that. So my whole life kind of runs around a pool. So of course my Sims needed to have one too. And I put it up here on the rooftop, even though I've got a ton of space out here in the back garden for it. I don't know what I'm going to do with all the space that's left over. I didn't really need to put this on this big of a lot. And I might, if it wraps up and it looks like it would fit on the lot next door, I may go ahead and just pick it up and move it next door. And then we have this nice big 40 by 30 lot to use, down the road for something bigger. I'm laughing at myself because it's like, I'm a person that likes to take adventures. I'm a Sagittarius rising, so adventures are a big deal to me. I like them. And I'm laughing because this is ticking all the boxes for me with adventure. And it seems kind of dumb, but it's not. I'm really loving this. I'm loving the idea of it. I'm loving the adventure of it. I can't wait to see where all we go. I mean, this could be the start of something huge that takes literally years to finish, given how many lots there already are in The Sims. And, they're putting out new expansion packs and whatnot all the time. So this is, like I said earlier, it's daunting, but it should be fun. The first videos, I'm sure, will be terrible. So it'll give you something to look back at later and laugh. But I'm really enjoying making these videos, and I'm in here for the long haul. But we are actually nearing the end of this video because, like I said, I don't have everything furnished. That's something she's going to do in gameplay as she earns money. Make sure you tune into the next video so that you can see how that comes along. And once the building is all done, I'm going to go ahead and put it up on the gallery, and y'all can play with it if you'd like to. If you want to see the shell version up on the gallery so you can do the same thing and fill it in how you want, let me know and I will do that. In the meanwhile, wherever you are today, I hope that you are feeling loved and blessed and seen and safe in your life. I appreciate you being here so much. If you have gone ahead and given me a like and or a subscribe in this video, that blesses my heart, and I appreciate you forevermore. I'm going to be putting this video up tomorrow, which, as I'm recording this, it's Tuesday, so that'll be Wednesday, May the 7th, I think. And then the following video of Cassidy actually playing will be a few days after that. And then I'm going to get back into Ella. I don't think this Saturday, but next Saturday. So keep your eyes open. Like I said, turn on notifications because my schedule might be a little wonky for a few days, but everything's coming together. I can't wait to play with y'all.
Talk to me, baby. I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on fading in all these photos, caught in the memories and captured in the highlights. Just keep on wasting. Glass after glass, I keep